Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Randy Shepherd and I will be doing an informative speech on how to make pizza. Okay, the first thing I want to start with is, everybody loves homemade pizza, but I mean, spending $10 for a pizza every time, it can get very expensive, especially if you really like pizza. The first thing I'm going to start off with is you have to preheat your oven first to 400 degrees before you start cooking. And this process should take anywhere from about 45 minutes to an hour total. So it's not as bad because you order pizza and then you wait for it to come for like 30-45 minutes. The next thing you want to do is I'm going to talk about getting the ingredients for the dough. You need 1/4 ounce of dry yeast, a 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and you're gonna need 1/4 cup of warm water and 1/4 of canola oil. Also, for the other ingredients, make sure you get the other person here. For the other ingredients, you're gonna need 1 can of tomato sauce, 2 cups of shredded cheese, any kind of cheese that you like. I would rather mozzarella because I think it tastes good on them. 1 chopped onion, 1 chopped bell pepper, and a 1/2 pound of ground beef and pepperoni. Now, making the dough, first you want to make sure you have a clean countertop and you want to get a large mixing bowl. I'm going to get into what you need the countertop for later. First, you want to let the yeast and the sugar dissolve in warm water together for about 5 minutes, and then you want to add your salt, oil, and flour to it. After that, when you finish stirring, you want to spread flour on a clean countertop so you can put your dough on there and you can start stretching it out. The first thing I would suggest is probably rolling the dough into a ball and then kind of flattening it and stretching it so it can have that nice circle shape. After you finish doing that, if for some people who actually like thick crust on the outside, you can make sure you push more of the dough out that way so it'll look better to you. After that, you want to take your ground beef, your onions, and your green peppers, and you want to go ahead and start putting those in the frying pan and cooking those. You want to make sure the meat is at least halfway cooked. We don't want it all the way cooked because when you start baking, you don't want the meat to burn, or because that'll be nasty on the pizza. After you're done with that, you're gonna take the tomato sauce, and I would suggest starting with taking the tomato sauce and spreading it around working it from the inside out. And then after you finish that, make sure you spread it evenly. And then you can start putting your cheese on there. You can make sure you spread that evenly onto the dough also. If you like extra cheese, hey, the more the merrier. And then now you want to go ahead and put your ground beef and your onions and your green peppers and your pepperonis onto the dough. And for everybody who does like just a little extra cheese at the top, because I know I like cheese at the top, you can put some more cheese if you like. And then after you're done with that, your oven should already be preheated. So you're going to take the pizza on the pizza pan and you're going to put it in the oven for about 25 minutes until it's light brown. But me, I like my pizza not light brown but a little darker because I like to make sure everything is cooked because I don't want to get food poisoning or anything. So I just go ahead and leave it in there for a few minutes longer just to make sure it's done. After you take the pizza out, you want to leave it sitting out for about 7 to 10 minutes so that the pizza can cool off. And then after that, you want to get your pizza cutter and you want to cut it into 6 slices, and then you enjoy it. Anybody have any questions? No questions? Okay. Thanks so much for listening. And now I hope you enjoyed learning how to make a homemade pizza.